G'day everyone, I'm Craig from GABS and welcome to our new video series, A Beer With. You know what, here at GABS, we're all about getting together with your mates over a beer. Right now, that's not that easy to do, and while it's important that we all kind of stay away from our mates right now, we reckon it's more important than ever to reach out and stay connected. Let's turn social distancing into distance socializing. Let's, go and order a beer from your local brewery, set up your own call, and let's bring back beer o'clock. Get things started, I'm here with the man behind some of Australia's most exciting beers. He's the head brewer at Deeds Brewing. Introducing Mr. Justin Corbitt. Justin, thanks for joining me.
And how are you? Thank you for having
fantastic.
me on.
How are you? I'm loving this backyard to backyard vibe we've got going on.
I like it. I got home. I tried to get out early on a Friday. I'm not going to lie to you, to get to my backyard so that we could do this.
Well, Justin, this is a beer with. Thanks for coming on the show. First of all, let's pour a beer. What have you got for us? What are we drinking today?
Oh, mate. Well, we just canned this yesterday. This is our don't know about that Simcoe hop. It's a hazy double IPA. Not that we make those often or anything, but yes. And 8.5%. And it's just brewed only with the Simcoe hop. So
tell me, I love this idea of focusing on a single hop. I think there's a bit of a story to the name. I think don't know about that Simcoe hop. What's the go there?
Oh, look, I think like any brewery at the moment, we occasionally from time to time peruse social media to see what the word is on the street or how we're looking. And we came across a very funny comment on one of our beers talking about a particular hop that was used on the hot side and in a very small amount. So the amount of flavor that came through was minuscule compared to the dry hop. And their comment was, "Oh, I don't know about that hop. It's probably, not a good hop for this beer." And we were just like, man, you can't even taste that hop at all. So then we decided to finally we've been wanting to create a series of single hop beers in just to see, because there's a lot of interesting things that can happen with those, and you really get an idea of what they can add to flavor wise when you're blending hops to make beers. So it was like a good experiment for us as well. And we decided to, finally do it with the don't know about that hop name for the series. So
perfect. Well, cheers, mate, and thank you to Crazy Social Media Commentary for inspiring a single hop series from Deeds.
Yes.
Great work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tell you what, I do know about that Simcoe hop, and that's goddamn delicious. Fantastic.
It's good, right? Yeah, it's really.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. Like I don't know, Simcoe's a funny hop, right? Because it always has quite a piney characteristic with mild fruit. So a lot of people don't use lots of it in big hazy double IPAs that you want to be fruity. But what we found, and what you might taste as well, that even though there's a bit of pine and bitterness there's just a ton of fruit on top of it. So it's pretty interesting.
Absolutely, with that beautiful kind of hazy mouthfeel as well.
Yeah, exactly. Velvety and fruit salady, and you wouldn't have thought about that at Simcoe. So it definitely gives us ideas for another beer down the road. Yeah, it's good.
Love it. I actually, I'm a big fan of thinking about beer tasting notes a little bit differently. So I'm going to throw you a bit of a curly one here. If you had to pick a movie that would best describe this beer, what would it be?
I would say, probably because I've watched it recently and it's on Netflix, it does kind of give me a Moneyball kind of vibe. Moneyball?
Yeah, the Oakland A's, right?
Yeah, the baseball movie with Brad Pitt, and it's about Billy Beane and how he used statistics to like build a team on no budget and get a lot of wins. Pretty interesting movie.
It may be the beer that doesn't look good on paper, but once it comes through the wash, it's fantastic.
Well, look, we're risky, right? And we could have gone very safe for this beer. We could have been like, oh, Citra, oh, Mosaic, and then it's like, it's going to be probably pretty tasty because you've had single hop beers with those before. But then I was like, oh, we should, we decided as a team to try and push it and try something different that you don't normally see, or at least that we didn't normally see. So we went with Simcoe in a big, big way to see what would happen. And that's exactly right. On paper, it was all a bit, maybe, I don't know. And then, but behind that, it's like, I think this could be really interesting for a lot of reasons. And it actually turned out pretty well. So yeah, it does kind of remind me of that whole scene.
I'm loving it. Listen, Justin, I feel like Deeds are one of the hottest breweries in town right now, and have just been on a streak the last probably 12 months with just beer after fantastic beer coming out. Where do you get where do the ideas come from? And I guess, are you loving having that freedom to play?
Oh man, the freedom's been amazing. Pat and Dave, the owners of the company, they really have just believed in the team and what we want to do and what we want to create, and they've really gotten behind that, and it's been awesome in that sense. I find that they've given us the option to make beer that we want to drink, and I think that is sometimes an expensive exercise because the hopping rates and what we want to experiment with don't exactly mean you're making a cheap lager or like a pale ale, even like a normal pale ale. Like you're pushing the limit, and the problem with that is that it's expensive. So it's been good that they've been supportive of it, even though when you look at it on paper, it's like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this? But people seem to be responding to it. Honestly, when we first started putting the ideas together for different hazy IPAs and then all the other, like the stouts and Milk Bar and whatnot, we were like, I don't know if there's going to be a market or people that would be interested in this kind of beer on the scale that we want to make it. And it's been a really pleasant surprise, actually.
Well, speaking about hazy IPAs, I've got another sneaky Deeds beer here as well, which is Juice Train.
Oh yeah.
I want to have a little sample of that with you as well.
Yeah, of course.
So
did you like the Simcoe?
I love the Simcoe. I think it's fantastic, and it's nice to go, big kind of Simcoe hop-driven hazy back to the kind of classic. And so for this beer was I think it was GABS 2017, your festival beer. It's the same year that we saw Hop Nation and Jedi Juice at GABS as well. And I feel like you guys were just so far ahead of the curve. I mean, at the time, thinking back, in your history as well, like, did you ever think that hazy IPAs would get to this point? Like, would it?
Yeah, honestly, probably. I would say honestly, probably not. I mean, I'm originally from the States, so what pale ale is to Australia, it's IPA in the US. It's the most popular craft beverage. Like, it's all IPA. You will literally go into breweries and there will be 8 different IPAs on tap, and that's all you got. So, I mean, I was
cheers on the Juice Train, by the way.
Oh, cheers, man.
Anyway, yeah. Love
cheers.
it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's
we've got to remember to enjoy the beer while we're doing the chat as well.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. No, but it's interesting to see where it's gone with hazy beers. Like a long time ago, I would have thought, oh, maybe it's kind of a small thing, and it's a very particular group of people that are into it. But then it seems to just have really, obviously exploded and be everywhere. Pretty wild.
No, absolutely. Listen, finally, mate, of the many, many, many outstanding beers that you've brewed with Deeds in particular, can you pick what's your personal standout, your personal favorite?
I actually talked to the team about this because, I'll admit, I had a feeling that this question might pop up, and I had lunch with Ned and Max as we were finishing up packaging Lamington today, and I said, oh, what do you think the best beer, or what's your favorite beer been over the last 12 months or whatever? And there's been a couple, right? We've released a few. So I was thinking about it, and I said, for me, there was just a time period there where within 2 weeks of each other, we came out with Photosphere, which highlights the Sabro hop. We did that with Sauce Brewing. And then Viper Pit, which we did with Venom, and it was 100% Citra. And then we rounded it out with Double Juice Train, all within 10 days of each other. And let me tell you, my fridge at home was amazing. Like, things were rocking at my house. Yeah. And I have to say that between those three, it was hard to say which is the best or what I like the most. But that 10-day period was an amazing time for double IPAs in my house, anyway.
Love it. Thank you so much, Justin. And there you have it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed our chat with Justin Corbitt from Deeds Brewing. Justin, listen, I can't wait to see you guys at GABS later in the year. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to make it happen. And now it's your turn. Over to you. Set up your own chat, order in beers from your local brewery, bring back beer o'clock, make it happen. Justin, cheers, my friend.
Cheers, Matt.
We're going to do the screen tap.
Screen tap.
Yeah. Cheers.